Well, welcome everybody. My name is Graham Frame, and I have the honour of presenting to you what I consider to be the most profitable and viable compensation plan that I've ever seen in well over 40 years in business, particularly the home business industry, multi-level marketing, call it whatever you want. Now, this is something that is not particularly unique because you'll have all seen parts of this before, but the way it's been brought together is something that is really unique. And I want you to be able to ask any questions that you have, but let us get through the initial presentations first, and then we'll answer any questions that you have so that you know and you've got the full information to make a really good decision based on facts as to whether this is something that you want to be part of or not. But before we do any of that, what I want to do first of all is just explain how this system that you're in, this R-Link system, works and can help you with understanding what I'm saying. So I am going to just play a very short, it's only a minute or two, I think, video that'll help you with your controls.
I want to just show you a couple of things in the R-Link application that you'll be able to use. First of all, there's your mic. You can unmute it and then speak to everybody else. There's your camera, which you can have on or off. Speaker, which will either mute the sound or keep it going. Best to have that on. But one of the most important things in this top panel here is this item, because here you can choose this bottom option and you can see it opens a bar down here. If we have some text going on here, you can see it's being reproduced down here. Now, the great thing about this is if you're not English speaking, you can select a different language, maybe Hindi, and you'll see that this text down here will change to Hindi. So it's a very useful feature for you if English isn't your first language. Up here, you can click on chat and you can enter messages in that will be seen by everybody. And that pretty much is all you need to know. But it is very useful for you, particularly this language translation. Okay, God bless.
Okay, so now you've got a rough idea of how the system works and how you can understand me and my funny English accent. Because it is really important that you understand everything that's going on. Now, there are lots and lots and lots of opportunities out there, and there have been over the 40 plus years that I've been involved in the home business industry. But one of the most important factors in any business is what are the products behind it. And so I've got a shortened version of a presentation that was done on March the 13th. And the reason I've shortened it is I've taken out a lot of stuff because they were in pre-launch and a lot of it doesn't now apply. So what I've done is I've restricted it purely to the products, what they do, what they offer for you. And I'm going to play that now. Once again, it doesn't last very long. It's a fairly short video, but it will help you to understand what is behind this amazing opportunity.
So let's get started with Vibe, because what I have to tell you tonight is super simple, right? Because we have a vision, and that vision is to build a global community that empowers individuals to break barriers, achieve real results, and lead with purpose. Purpose, you guys, leave a legacy and lead with purpose. Also to inspire individuals to align with their true potential, embrace meaningful connections, and live boldly on their own terms. That's a hard one, right? Live boldly on your own terms. How can you live boldly when you've got to clock in and clock out every single day and you're doing the same thing over and over and you may not love it and you can't live boldly, but you can live enough to pay your bills. That's where we all are, right? But what we want to show you is a way to take all of those things that you have and put them into action, learn new things to put into action. And we do that with our ecosystem. We help you discover if you don't know what your passion is. We help you find that. We help you discover how to get the startup capital, how to get the ideas, how to get the mentors. And then we help you develop that, whatever it is, your business, your idea, your coaching expertise. You want to teach someone how to play the guitar and you're the best at it. We're going to help you. And then we're going to show you how to demonstrate that to the world. That's what our ecosystem does over here. First of all, let's talk about customer, because that's what we are. We have 7 powerful products. They're going to help you do all these things. And I'm going to talk about them. So number one, the Vault. The Vibe Vault right now is going to teach you about Forex, teach you about DeFi, teach you about crypto. We do not take your money and put it into some kind of contract or some kind of coin or crypto. We don't do any of that. We teach you about crypto. We teach you about DeFi, about Forex. And in doing that, you can use market insights. You can use our live classes and you can change your life. We're going to teach you about sports betting and what that is, because I used to do fantasy football and I had a friend tell me, Tony, if you got into sports betting, you would clean up. I'm like, what is that? Because I was a beast in fantasy football. I can't wait. We also have personal development courses. We have AI and marketing courses. We have faith-based academy, and we have actually so many more courses and so much more to talk to you about. It's not even here. Just think, when you log into a streaming service now, you have a documentary section and a romance section and a true crime section and all these different sections, right? We do too. We have many more sections than this, and I can't wait for you all to see it. And then we have Vibe Global. So right now, if you go look around and you see what's going on, what's happening in the world is people are fleeing traditional social media models because they're not profiting. If you are somewhere on a free social media model, putting all your content out there, you know what you're doing? You're just a product. You may be making some money, but you are a product because you don't own YouTube. Go look it up, do a little bit of research. If you're on a free platform, you are the product, not the other way around. And so what we do is we provide where 2025 is going, right? Everyone is looking for communities and little niche places they can be. And that's what we have with Live Global. You can have your TikTok and your Instagram and your WhatsApp and your collaboration and your monetization. You can sell your courses. You can do it all here on our platform. Then we have Vibe Tribe. And let me tell you all about Vibe Tribe. So Vibe Tribe is going to allow you to connect with mentors, connect with other people just like you, to show them what you do. You'll get support, you'll get connection, growth, networking. We do all of that here. You don't need to go anyplace else. Also, we have Vibe Fitness. Who wants to have a fitness membership all rolled into one? Because that's where I'm going if you haven't seen this yet. You don't need all these other places. You don't need a streaming service or a gym membership. We have meal prep plans, mindset, fitness for every level. And just imagine being able to log on to your back office and take fitness classes with some of the most amazing trainers and wellness coaches I've seen, right? That's what we have over here. Then we have direct sales where you can have Vibe Ventures, you can have Vibe Style, Vibe Spotlight, Vibe Brandworks, right? Vibe Ventures is like Shark Tank. We're going to help you get the capital and funding you need with contests that let you give your business ideas and show our community and our partners what you have. Vibe Style, you can put your own merchandise and your own designs into our store and make a rev share. Spotlight is going to spotlight your business to the world, and Brandworks, we're going to help you have an identity. We're going to show you how to do it. So instead of having all of these different platforms where you have, your e-commerce store and you have your mailing service and all of these things you do right now to get your website off the ground, one place, you guys. You don't need to go and have 20 different subscriptions that are going to be $1,000 or plus more dollars a month. Why would you do that when you have everything in one place? And then we bring it all together with the commerce. It is Vibe Bucks. That is going to be the currency within our ecosystem. So Vibe Partners, what's different? Well, you're an independent business owner. You've come over here, you've used our products, you've sold our products, you think they're amazing. Well, you're also going to profit from that because you're going to tell other people. Now, when we start and we launch here in a few weeks, it is going to be $40 a month for an Elevate membership. And what that's going to do is allow you to dip your toe in and see what's going on. You'll get a fast start bonus. So maybe you don't want to see everything, but you want to know what's happening over here. It's $40 per month. You get a $10 fast start bonus on anyone else that you sign up at that $40 a month. But if you want to take a part in our education and the Vibe Tribe, we're going to teach you. You can learn it, you can build it. There's education, training, community. That is $159.99 per month. And then if you want everything, this is everything, the whole shebang, everything I've talked to you about, full access, that is $249.99 per month. But this will unlock creator mode. Do you have a class that you want to sell with us and make money? Great, you can do that. Do you have an idea for a business that you want capital and startup funding for? Great, you can do that. That's what you need to hear here. You don't need 20 memberships to 20 different places to build a website and build your business and do marketing and make your course and spend $10,000 for someone to make it nice. You just pay $250 a month. I'm sorry, $249.99, but you guys know what I mean. You just pay that and you can do everything I just talked about. You can sell your courses and make a rev share. You can sell your designs and Vibe Style and make a rev share. You can pitch us your business idea in Vibe Ventures and get startup capital. Please someone put in the chat where else you can do that. You can then take part in the matrix. You can get fast start bonuses. You get check match bonuses. And we have this whole thing here, but we have levels. We have different things you can earn, and we go into that if you decide you want to come be an independent business owner. But I want you to focus on our ecosystem and what it can do for you, because everyone wants to know, what can you do for me? And what I can do for you and what Vibe can do for you is give you an ecosystem where you can have everything in one place to take your ideas and truly build a legacy. And you can do that with our community helping you, uplifting you, around you, with the education we're going to give you to do that, with the branding we're going to help you, and the rewards on top of all of that.
Okay, that was Tony Marek, who is the COO of Vibe. Now, it's interesting and it's important that you understand who are behind Vibe, because all the people at the top of Vibe, the people that have put this together, are all millionaires, self-made millionaires, and they've made their money through network marketing. And they put this program together because they didn't see anything that was available that really offered everything that was needed financially in multi-level marketing. And I agree with them. There's never been anything quite as powerful as what they've put together. Is it perfect? No. I'll address some of the concerns I have about it, but they are insignificant when you look at what we in We Share Abundance have put together as well to help everybody get involved and make amazing income. Now, you may think that making $1 million a month is pie in the sky. It's not going to be available to everybody. Let me tell you that it is available to everybody, but you have to put in the work to do it. It's not a passive plan. It's something that you have to get involved in, get out of your comfort zone, and put in a little bit of effort on a regular basis. An hour a day in effective work. It's not effective work to read a book on having a positive mental mindset. It's not effective work in watching videos on how to refer people. Effective work is getting out there and doing it, talking to people, communicating with them, whether it's directly one-on-one, whether it's through leaflets, whether it's through business cards, whether it's through advertising in different areas, social media, whether it's through running social ads. You've got to be making contact with people, and you've got to put an hour a day into doing that, nothing else. Anything that you do besides that, which can help you become a better person, is great. But you've got to be prepared to put in an hour a day doing the groundwork. in the trenches. And if you do that for 3 months, you'll never have to work again. You'll never be short of money again. You'll never have to worry about, can I afford it again? You'll never go into a restaurant and pick your meal based on the price list. You'll never book a holiday and pick your accommodation based on the price list. You will never, ever have a bill coming through your door, and when you open it, you go, oh, how am I going to pay this? You're going to be in a position of financial independence and time freedom to enjoy it. But you've got to put in that groundwork of an hour a day for 3 months, doing the right things. Now then, there are 2 routes you can take, but first of all, let me just show you how the matrix in Vibe works. I'm going to give you some disclaimers in a short while, but I'm just going to show you this matrix because I cut off all the stuff about how the plan works in that video because there was a lot of other information in which is no longer relevant. They showed 3 products, and that's all they have. They showed one at $40, and I suggest you forget all about it. It costs you $40. You may enjoy the products. You're not going to make any money. You can sell that to other people and make $10. So if you sell it to 4 people, you would make $40 and your product would be free. And that's it. You can sell it to 5 people and be making $10. So you've made $200 in sales and you're making $10. It's not something that you want to be thinking about if you're here for the money. If you're here for the products, take any option you want. But if you're here for the money, you will need either a $160 product package or a $250 package. And on top of that, you will need to also pay a $10 independent business owner fee. So you're looking at either $170 or $260. And I want to show you, as I say, the power of just the matrix part, first of all, because you can make up to $5 for everybody that falls into your matrix. And the matrix is a 3 by 10 matrix. That means it's 3 levels wide for everybody on their first level, and it goes down through 10 levels. And it is one of the most powerful ways of leveraging income, leveraging people. And without leverage, any business is a struggle. This is one of the most powerful ways. So let me do a screen share on that. Okay, that should be coming up for you now. And it seems to be taking a while, but it's there now. Okay, this is a very simple spreadsheet, and it shows what happens. You go out and you refer 3 people. Now, there is a possibility of spillover. Ignore spillover. Treat any of it that you get as a bonus. You will need to refer 3 people personally as a minimum. 3 people who are going to do the same as you and refer 3 people as a minimum. Okay, so you go out and you get 3 people, and that is your level 1. Those 3 people go out and get 3 people, which is 9. So that gives you a total of 12 in your matrix. 12 times 5, $60. Those 9 go out and each get just 3 people. That gives you 27 on your 3rd level, a total of 39. The 27 go out and each get 3 people, gives you 81, a total of 120. And you can see how this builds. So the total of your matrix by the time you got through 10 levels is 88,572 people. And if you're earning $5 off each of those, that is just from your personal matrix, $442,860. Now, you won't be making that with 3 people, because with 3 people, you're only going to get paid on 7 levels. So you're only going to be making $16,395. you're going to need to introduce 5 people to be paid on the next level, which would be $49,200. 6 people to be paid on the 9th level, which would give you that $147,615. And if you refer 7 people in total, you will be paid on all 10 levels. And with a full matrix, all earning you $5, you can make up to $442,860. You can fill that matrix in 3 months. You can take that matrix and fill it in 3 years. The time is up to you, but I'll tell you this, if you're making it over 3 years, you're going to struggle with it because people want things to happen fast, and the people that are joining are not going to be happy waiting for 3 years to see the results. You're far better saying, okay, I'm just going to do it in 3 months. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing that little spreadsheet for now, and I'm going to show you the Vibe plan for this. And I'm going to put up a bar where you'll be able to download it after I've gone through it. There are 2 documents that they have out at the moment. One is a sort of instruction leaflet about how they're going to be launching Vibe, because it's still in pre-launch, but they will be getting into full launch this month, April 2025. So I'm going to go through what they have as the, what do they call it? I'll tell you in a moment. Bear with me. I think it's the Vibe Legend or something like that. The Legend Playbook. Okay. Now, you may have seen this, you may not have seen it, but it is pretty important because it looks at the 2 potential ways of building your Vibe business. Okay, so I'm going to do a screen share again, and we're going to quickly run through this document, not in detail because you'll be able to download it and get it for yourself. But I am going to do a screen share now, and that should come up in a moment. And yeah, it's there. Okay, so you can see it's the Legend Playbook, and there's some images, and there's more information on that matrix there. They show it as a 3x10 force matrix. You've seen that. Now then, they also have fast start bonuses. They call it a fast start bonus. It's better described as a referral bonus, because every month that somebody pays their, let's say that everybody joins at the top level, $250, you make $40 on that person that you've personally referred, and you make $20 on all your personal referrals. It's a 2-tier system, and you get that in addition to the matrix, and we'll talk about that more in a bit. The most important feature of this plan is there is a check match bonus, and every month that your referrals earn income from the plan, you get exactly the same as them. So you refer 1 person, you are potentially doubling your income. If that person's making $10, you're going to make $10. If that person is making $100, you're going to make $100. If that person is making $1,000, you're going to make $1,000 as well. 100% match, $10,000, you're going to make $10,000. 440,000 roughly. You can make that as a check match bonus. And there is a second level where you make 50%. So if you just look at just 2 levels of your matrix, if you've got 2 levels of your matrix, 3 people earning 3 people, that's 9. So if you've got 3 people that are just making $15 each that you've referred, that would be $45. Now, if their 3 people are all making $15 each, that is 9 people, and you're getting paid $7.50 on each of those. That is almost $70 as well. So just from those check match, just on 3 and 9, you're looking at $105 or something like that. Okay. So here is the plan to be a legend. Week 1, get out there, do whatever it takes. Don't make excuses. Excuses are easy, but they don't make you any money. Some excuses you may say are valid because, I struggle for the time or whatever. There's no excuse for not doing this. We all have 24 hours in the day. It's how you prioritize that time. And you've got to put an hour a day on one side to be effective in communicating with people. And if you do that, you will refer 3 people, serious people, in week 1. Week 2, you go out and you help those 3, refer their 3, and you'll have your 9. Week 3, and it's just showing this duplication every week, everybody just getting out there and getting 3 people. You can take 2 days to find a person and you'll be ahead of schedule. Okay. And so it's there and you're just maintaining the growth and gradually it explodes. Now, the main company matrix is being run by Megan Lynch. And she, in her last business opportunity that she left and got out of it, she said, okay, I'm not doing it anymore. But she came back to do this along with several other self-made millionaires in the network marketing industry to make something that would benefit all network marketers and be around for as long as everybody needs it and even longer. And she is running the company matrix. So it means that what she did in her last business, she took 8 people. She referred personally 8 people. And within 3 months, she built a matrix of over 80,000 people. And she's going to do that again in Vibe. And that matrix is there. Now, your matrix is within that matrix. Your matrix can be anywhere within there. It can be close to the top. It can be close to the bottom. And you will be building your own matrix, but you are likely to get some spillover from Megan's efforts. Okay, I just wanted to make that clear. Don't rely on it. Build your own. And there you go. In 3 months, you can be making this, but you've got to have referred 7 people to make that. You're only going to be making about 16,000 if you only refer 3 people. So here's the Vibe for Dummies, okay? These are some websites that you can go to for more information. How to get started. You get your sponsors link and you create a free account. And then you fill out your profile and you find your referral link. And then you get out there and you start working. You share your link with friends, family, co-workers, anyone who wants to make extra money or improve their life. You get a membership. I would recommend everybody gets this Legend membership, but there is an option for other memberships as well. That $160 membership is available. You can go through all this in your own time, but here you go. Vibe stands for Visualize Your Breakthrough. Membership options. Pick your membership option. Ignore the Elevate. You're wasting $40 if you're only here for the money. Okay? You've got to either have a pro membership or a Legend membership, and everybody that you refer has got to be prepared to do the same using the Vibe system. I'm going to show how we can make that simpler and easier for a lot of people to get involved. Okay? The commissions you get will be paid automatically. They always refer to it as a fast start bonus. It is really a referral income. It comes every month. Your check matches are the most powerful feature of this business. You introduce 1 person, potentially doubling your income. Introduce 2 people, you're potentially tripling your income. Introduce 3 people, you're quadrupling your income. you want to be looking at 3 people as a minimum, and we'll show you why in a moment. When you personally refer 7 or more people, it keeps your matrix strong. This is how you stay paid for life, meaning steady, long-term income. Why referring 7 makes it strong? Because you're actually creating spillover, and that's what leaders do. They create spillover, they don't look for it. Okay, here we go. Goal statement. Produce 1,000 kingdom millionaires and builders for the kingdom. Max out the matrix. Okay, that is, I believe, Megan's goal, to produce 1,000 millionaires from this business. And she says, I declare over the next 90 days, I will show up. Oh no, she's putting this declaration in for you to take to heart. So it's you declare. Okay, you can read through these. I will personally refer 3 powerful leaders who see the vision. I will help those 3. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about helping people all the way. Follow the systems, silence distractions, move with purpose, walk with integrity, operate in boldness, train, teach, lead by example, because duplication starts with me. I will not grumble in the wilderness. I will not miss the promise. This is my season. This is my assignment. This is my moment. By faith, focus, and fire, I will max out the matrix. Okay? The vibe affirmation, I must have a personal mission. I must walk. And so, you know, this is available to you. Go through it all. There's some good stuff in here. Don't take reading it as part of your hour a day. Okay? Your hour a day is out there in the trenches finding people. Okay? Don't make any excuses. An hour a day going out there referring people until you've got a minimum of 3, and ideally until you've got a minimum of 7. And I'll tell you what, by the time you've got 7 people, it'll become a habit and you'll be referring more. Okay, habits are what rule our lives. This is a test to see if you are ready, not if the company's ready, they're ready. They've got it all fixed. The game plan for 90 days to max out your matrix. And there it is, it goes through it again. There's more information in here that's helpful to you. It doesn't show in that document one of the things that they and all successful business in the past that have made a lot of money for people have done, and that is the PS3 system. And that must be in another document, okay? It must be in the other one that I'm going to put up here for you. I'm not going to go through that now because I don't want to take up a lot of time going through things that you can go through yourself. But I do want to talk very briefly about the P3 system. This is what most successful big business networks that make a lot of money for people use. The P stands for piquing interest. You've got to find somebody that is interested. You can do it very simply. You can say, are you interested in making more money? You can say, if you know something about them, you can, and they're struggling to pay the rent, you can get onto them and you can say something like, hey, I just found a way that'll pay your rent for the next 12 months. Are you interested? If you know somebody that has a passion to buy a car that they're never really going to be able to afford, maybe it's a Lamborghini or something, and you can say to them, hey, have you got that Lamborghini yet? And they laugh and you go, oh, not yet, no. You say, okay, well, I found a way where you can get one within the next 3 months. Are you interested? And, so lots of ways of approaching people, particularly if you know what it is they're missing in their life. So you've got to pique their interest. Now, if you're going out there with a shotgun, like solo ads or advertising on social media, this sort of thing, you've got to have a generalized idea. You've got to say, are you interested in financial freedom, time freedom, and living a happy, enjoyable life? And everybody's got to answer yes to that, but some people will ignore it anyway because you're going about it with that shotgun. But if you're targeting people specifically one-on-one, they're going to answer you because it's impolite to just go. So there you go. So that is piquing interest. So once you've piqued their interest, they say, yeah, I'm interested. You say, okay, go here. And you either send them to a short teaser video. We've got several of those that are available for you. Or you can send them to the main Vibe page on the We Share Abundance website. Or you can, if you are part of Vibe, you would send them to a Vibe overview, similar to the one that we've seen by Tony Merrick, but with all the other bits in there. And then you would say, what did you like about it? You don't ask them what they think of it. You ask people, what do they like about it? Always be positive and expect a positive response. Okay, if you get a negative response, if they say nothing, say, okay, fine, thanks for watching anyway. Boom, next person. But most people, if you ask them what did they like about it, it gives them a bit of direction. And then that is the PS. Okay, S was share a video. Okay, so you pique their interest, you share a video, and then you get them on a three-way call. And that is with your upline, because they don't regard you as an expert, but they don't know who your upline is, and that is the expert. So you get them on a three-way call with the expert, and they close the deal, or they don't. And that is how they build the network in Vibe, and it will be very successful. And if you've got $260 a month to put in there until you've got your people and you're prepared to work and you're prepared to follow that system, it will work for you. But it probably isn't the easiest way. So what is the easiest way? And the easiest way I'm going to show you now, because it works in a very similar way, but we're only going to be looking at $12.50 a month instead of $270, $260 a month. $12.50 instead of $260. You don't need a three-way call to close a deal for $12.50. People will either buy it or they won't. Okay, so let's have a quick look at that.
I want you to take the time to read all of this, because although that presentation was great, they want to be totally transparent. They did tend to run over this rather quickly. The top part says the income examples presented in the Vibe Opportunity Overview are for illustrative purposes only and do not guarantee earnings. Fair enough. Actual earnings vary based on factors such as individual effort, experience, skills, time investment, and market conditions. Right. Many Vibe participants earn little or no income, and some may incur expenses that exceed their earnings. Success requires consistent effort and is not guaranteed, and participants may incur costs for marketing, training, and personal purchases. A small percentage, let me repeat that, a small percentage of participants achieve high earnings, usually over time. Vibe is committed to transparency. For full income disclosure details, visit the vibe.io policies. This presentation is for informational purposes only and does not constitute financial or legal advice. The Vibe list of products is impressive. The Vibe compensation plan is spectacular, and I'll go into it in a bit more detail for you in a moment. It's really something everybody would want to have and be a success in. But the plan has just one weakness, and that is it's difficult to get into profit, and it could end up being an expensive hobby rather than an income generating platform. Why is it difficult? Well, the clues are in the disclaimer.
individual effort, experience, investment, market conditions. Participants earn little or no income, may incur expenses that exceed their earnings. That means you're making a loss. And only a small percentage achieve high earnings, usually over time. That small percentage in most opportunities is round about 2%. So only 2 out of every 100 are going to really make good money. I think it's fair to say that any opportunity requires consistent effort for a limited period of time anyway. And you can incur costs for marketing, but that'll always be optional. It will speed your progress usually, but it is something that is not essential. So why is it difficult? Let's look at a legend pack, $249.99, and that's what all serious marketers would want. But it's not just $249.99. There's also a $9.99 independent business operator fee. So that makes it $259.98. Now, every time you sell one of these, you make $40 in fast start commissions, which are paid every month, and $5 in the matrix commission, which is also paid every month. So you make $45 a month, which is pretty good. Okay. But you've got to be in at that legend level. You've got to have that package yourself, costing you $259.98. So if we take that in round figures, 260 divided by 45, it's 6 sales you've got to make to generate a $10 profit. And most network marketers are not salesmen and don't want to be. So the fact is that the products are great, but most people will not continue to pay for them if they're not making money. So it becomes a daunting prospect, even though the potential rewards are sky high. Literally sky high. They are unlimited. Most would love to be involved, but the cons may outweigh the pros. It's a problem. But the good news is, for every problem, there's a solution, and we've got one for you. What if we could eliminate the need for experience, eliminate the need for skill, eliminate the need for many hours of time investment, eliminate the need for favorable market conditions? What if we could show you a way to make the package affordable for everyone, make it easy for everyone to get into profit, even with the top product bundle, and steadily increase your income from a fast $300 plus a month to over $60,000 a month, and make it almost risk-free? Would you do it? If no, that's fine. Thanks for taking the time to watch this, and may you find happiness in life. And if you ever change your mind, then we'll always welcome you back and help you to succeed. But if you said yeah, then you're in the right place at the right time. You're right in the middle of the right place, right time, and right people right now. So welcome to your success blueprint. Earl Nightingale said, all you need is the plan, the roadmap, and the courage to press on to your destination. We have the plan, we have the roadmap, and we'll help you find the courage to press on to your personal destination. We Share Abundance is in partnership with Vibe as an independent business owner. They are not in partnership with We Share Abundance, other than that independent business owner relationship goes. And its Vibe is built by networkers for networkers to be here long term and to generate huge incomes. It's still in pre-launch, but it's already got over 64,000 members, more than that now, I think. Over 1% of those members, closer to 2%, are from We Share Abundance. So we're poised to be the largest and fastest growing group in Vibe, but it's our intention to be the biggest earning group in Vibe. And to do that, we've got to make it possible for everyone to be involved and to avoid all those hiccups. And that's what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to do it. We have the vision, we have the goal, we have the plan. It's up to you to take action. And if you do, your success is assured. Let's run through quickly the important aspects of the Vibe compensation plan. It's recurring income. You get a $40 fast start bonus for personal referrals. You get a $20 fast start bonus for your referrals. It's a two-tier system. You get entered into the 3x10 force matrix, and it pays you $5 for every position. There's a 100% match on your personal referrals matrix earnings. Once again, it's a two-tier system, so you get a 50% match on your referrals matrix earnings. And it all adds up to, honestly, the most generous compensation plan I've ever seen in almost 50 years in the home business industry. Some quick examples for you. But first, disclaimer. In the same way that Vibe offered a disclaimer, we've got to make sure that you understand that no guarantee of income stated or implied. The income examples in this video are educational for the purpose of explaining how the Vibe comp plan works, and incomes will vary based on experience, commitment, consistency, work ethic, and a whole host of other factors. So let me show you simply how the success blueprint's going to work. You refer 3 people, and we're going to show you how to do that easily and simply in a moment. And they're placed on your level 1. You earn 3 $40 fast start bonuses plus $15 in matrix commissions. That's $135 once you get those 3 people following you into Vibe. Now your 3 refer 3, that's 9 on your level 2, and you earn 9 times 20 fast start bonuses plus $45 in matrix commissions. That's another $225 when those 9 follow you into Vibe. So far that's $360. But you'll also earn a match on your 3 referrals who are now getting $15 each. So that's $45, totaling $405. And all you've done is built that matrix. You've actually built it a bit deeper, but it all starts with a 3x3 matrix, and it doesn't stop there. You can add additional legs to any width. Each leg you add will increase your income by at least $190 a month, ignoring the Vibe matrix commissions. There are rank qualifications to consider in Vibe, and we have only one qualification that you need to consider in the success blueprint, and that is that you will refer personally 3 people. Until you've referred 3 people, we don't release any of the benefits to you. We've already shown this in the Vibe overview. There are 7 levels. When you get to promoter, you get a match on tier 1. And when you get to influencer, you get a match on tier 2. Now, if you've got to qualify in your success blueprint by getting 3 referrals, you're automatically going to go in as a promoter. As soon as those 3 follow you in, you are a promoter. You're going to get 7 levels, and you're going to get a match on tier 1. There are lots of problems in building a network that you may have experienced if you've been online for a while. Retention. People tend to drop out if they're not making money or the rewards are not enough for the time spent. It's common to have people dropping out faster than you can refer others. And I think you're going to see that happening a lot in the main Vibe plan, because if people are putting in $250 and not getting into profit, they're not going to stick around. Duplication. Those you refer don't follow your lead and refer others. This leads to you needing to work harder to fill up the holes, often giving up in desperation. If the people you refer in Vibe are not making a profit, they're going to drop out. And the only way they can make a profit is by referring a lot of other people. But there is a solution, and it's building your network the right way and doing it in our success blueprint. We discourage passive members by not releasing any income or benefits until 3 personal referrals have been made. But just completing a 3x3 matrix, as you've seen, creates over $300 profit and the elimination of any further out-of-pocket costs. And our low entry level is just $12.50. It makes it affordable for anyone to participate and not worry too much about ongoing costs. It's not like you're putting in $250, $260 and struggling. You're putting in $12.50 and you get 3 people and you're making $300 profit. Wow. And we've got a system so simple that anybody can do it. No selling or convincing required. In fact, we strongly discourage it. All any of our members need to do is invite people to watch a short video. That's it. The system then takes over and sorts the wheat from the chaff, placing those with a winning mentality in your matrix. We can help anyone, but we'll never be able to help everyone. Some people just won't be helped. But as you help others, you're going to feel really good about what you're doing, and the cash flow will be a bonus. You're going to be helping people change their lives for just $12.50, less than an hour a day, just referring 3 people. And that's it. If you use our systems and follow the training guidelines, we're expecting most people to have 3 referrals within 7 days. Some will have 3 within a day, some within an hour. Some are going to take longer than 7 days. There's no limit on the number of referrals you can make. The more you make, the more money you're going to make, but you only need 3. But in fact, we're going to encourage you to make at least 7 so that you can max out your Vibe income. And we're going to work closely with you until you have your first 3. The income potential from Vibe, with each person only having 3 personal referrals at just $12.50 each, is amazing. Look at it, ignoring the matrix payments, with each person only having 3 personal referrals at $12.50 each. We've seen this a little bit before. Here it is, your matrix is building. 3, 9, 27. Everybody's just getting 3. 81, 243. Now, if everybody does this in a week, some will do it faster, some it may take a little bit longer, but let's assume everybody does it in a week. So week 1, you get your 3. Week 2, they get their 3, you've got 9. Week 3, they get their 3, you've got 27 people in, and we're now going to pay you into Vibe at that top offer, $260, including your IBO fee. We're going to pay you into 4 plans in We Share Abundance. We're going to pay you into this plan in subsequent months, $12.50. No more out-of-pocket expense once you've hit that 27. 3, 9, 27. Week 4, those 27 get 3 each. You've got 81. And now that 120 kicks in for you. That's 3 times 40. We're ignoring the matrix at the moment. Week 5, those 81 get their 3 each. You've now got 180 as those 9 follow you in as your tier 2 referrals. That's a quick $300 in your bank. Now let's have a look at the matrix, your potential as a promoter, because you're going to be a promoter. You've got 3 people following you in. That is going to happen automatically because everybody has to get 3 people to get paid in. Just 3 people at $12.50 each. Right. So week 3, you get your position paid and you're in as a rookie. Week 4, your first 3 follow you in and you're immediately up to a promoter. And you make $15 from the matrix. Week 5, those 3 have their 9, they follow you in. You've now got 12 people in your matrix, 9 and 3, 12. 12, 5, $60, but you're getting your tier 1 match on those 3 that you referred, and they're making $15 in this week. So you're getting $45 in addition, which is $105 a month that you're now up to in week 5. Week 6, those 9 get their 3 following them in. That's another 27. That gives you a total of 39 in your matrix at $5, $195. The 3 you referred are now making $60. That's $180. You're now making $375 a month from the matrix. And you can see how this grows until you have got to your level 7. The matrix will continue to grow, but you only get paid on 7 levels as a promoter. So you are now at that level 7, making 16,395 a month from your matrix. And in week 10, the same week, your 3 referrals are making 3 times 5, 460 for you, another 16,380. You're up to 32,775. But it doesn't stop there, because your 3 referrals have got another week to max out their 7 levels. And when they do, your match will go up to $49,185. You'll be on $65,580. Okay, you can see that there, $65,580. What have you done? You've got involved for $12.50. You've got all 7 amazing products from Vibe. You've built your matrix just by everybody getting 3, and you're now making $65,580 every month. You can make more, but we're leaving it at that just for now. And that is, folks, the power of 3. 3 months or less, if everybody takes as long as 7 days to get their 3, to an income of $65,580 a month with only 3 personal referrals at just $12.50 each. Okay, I'm going to open it up now for questions, and I'm happy to stay here as long as it takes to answer any questions that come up, and then it'll be decision time for you. Whatever your decision, whether it's yes or no, thanks for your time, and may God bless you always. If it's yes, you're going to get started right away. If it's no, we'll welcome you back if ever you change your mind. God bless.
So that is the big difference between what we're offering here. What we're offering is not just to help people get in for $12.50 rather than $260, but we're pre-building your matrix in Vibe. We're getting people in, and they're just going to follow you in and follow you in and follow you in. And if you get used to building that, get into the habit of referring people, get out there and do it every day, every day, every day. It's just $12.50 a month. Now then, I have had some questions that have come into me by email. One of them was, if I get involved in the share hook blueprint and bring in 3 people, how much will I make? And the answer to that is you will get benefits, but you will not make any cash. Why? Because we are rolling the cash down into that 3rd level to make sure that everybody gets the maximum possible benefit that they can. They can get, once they've built their team, and without building a team, you're not going to succeed anyway. So you've got to learn to build your team, 3, 9, 27. Once you've got to that 27 level, you will be given sufficient money to pay your way into Vibe at the top level, and you will also be paid into the We Share Abundance Poverty Crusher, the 777, the Easy Team Builder, and the Share Hope Powerline Plan. You'll be paid into the Success Blueprint every month. All you've got to do is maintain that 3927 matrix with all the people in there building, because that way they're not going to drop out. Those 1250s are going to keep coming in every month. We can afford to pay you every month into Vibe and all those other plans. You can go out and get as many people as you want. It'll help you fill that 3927 faster. And once you've got that 3927 and the next level, 81, you can open another leg on your matrix if you choose to do so. And every leg, as you've seen in that presentation, can bring you in $200 or more in cash. Okay, what I want to do, I want to put up that those links I said I would put up for you. There's the Vibe launch plan, which we didn't go through. You can go through that in your own time. It'll tell you how to do it. If you want to build your business through Vibe, that's fine. If you want to do it through us, that's fine. If you want to do both, that's also fine. But I know that the faster and easier route for most people will be through the Success Blueprint, because it takes away that struggle to break even on what is a big expense for most people, $260 a month. $12.50 a month for some people will still be a big expense, but it's nothing like $260 a month. $12.50 a month. You build your 3,927 and you do it in 3 weeks, and you'll never put your hand in your pocket ever again. And you are set on the road to success. Now, this presentation we've done today wasn't exactly as I planned, but we had issues within We Share Abundance that I had to deal with yesterday. I planned on spending almost a day preparing for this. I ended up preparing for it in less than an hour. And get started today. Don't delay. Sign up, get into the Success Blueprint plan, spend an hour going out getting your 3 people. You might get 3 in an hour. It might take you a couple of days to get 3. It might take you a whole week to get 3. If it takes you longer than that, you're not doing it right. Okay? It shouldn't take more than a week to get 3 people for $12.50 for a potential income of over $60,000 a month within 3 months. Think about it. What are you doing wrong? You're not speaking to enough people is the basic answer. Reach more people. An hour a day. Okay? I'm going to take this down now. So if you've not clicked on those links, that registration button is coming back up in place. Okay. Now, any questions, folks? You can unmute yourself and ask a question, or I'm going to just check in the chat now. There's nothing in the chat that I can see that we've got questions for. Anybody got any questions, or anybody got something to say? You know, you can come in and say, I got my 3 and it only took me a day, or I got my 3 and it took me 8 days, but I still got them. You can come in and say anything like that if you want, if you're already in. Look, folks, this is in your own hands. I personally am going to generate an income of over $1 million a month. And I am looking for 25 people to get to $60 a month, not $60, $60,000 a month to do that. So I'm going to personally refer 25 people who are going to go through the system. Do I need 25 people? Yes and no. 25 people, I know they're not all going to do what they say they do. It's the way of the world. But I'm hopeful that we can get 7 people that will do what they say they're going to do out of those people. And so I can quickly share with you how I'm going to make $1 million a month for We Share Abundance. Not for me. I don't want it. Okay. This is going into the We Share Abundance treasury. Anything that is made from the compensation plan for Vibe, anything that is made from that is going into We Share Abundance treasury for the benefit of all the members of We Share Abundance. You're going to make a lot of money going into your pockets to change your life. My goal is to change the lives of millions. Okay. Let me do a quick screen share. Okay, here's that spreadsheet. And with 3 getting 3, you can see the 65,000 a month that's being made. If you get 5 people and they're all still only getting 3, you're going to make more, because it's going to open up this tier 2 match, and it's going to give you an extra level in the matrix. So instead of making 60,000, you're going to be making 336,000. That's for 5 people in total, just an extra 2. You introduce 6 people, and they're still all only getting 3, and you're up to $500,000 a month, because you've opened up another level of the matrix. And these levels down at the bottom are the ones you want to get into, because they're the ones with the most people in. Okay, makes sense. You introduce 7 people, and there you go. That is almost $1 million a month. Now, if I introduce 25 people, we're going to have people that are maybe making $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month, and I'm going to be making a match on those as well. It's going to push me over that $1 million figure. I'm going to get 7 people who really go for it and say, I'm going to make 60,000 and more. They've got that attitude, not I want to, I'm going to. Okay. And it's a done deal, folks. There's $1 million a month going into the We Share Abundance Treasury. What if those people all get 5 people each? That is $2 million a month. Now, everybody isn't going to get 5. Everybody isn't going to get 3. Most people that get involved through the Success Blueprint, there's no excuse for not getting 3 people, personal referrals. Okay. If you're going to make excuses, it's not the place for you. This is the place for people who are going to do what they say they do long after the mood they have said they would do it has passed. So you're all excited now saying, oh yeah, great, I'm going to make 60,000. And then next thing you do is say, okay, what should I do now? I'll read a book, or I'll sweep the floor. I've got some gardening. I've got shopping to do. I've got to take the kids to school. And then a day's gone and you've done nothing. And then you come to your hour and you say, well, I'm not really sure of how I should go about this, so I'd better read a book on it. So you spend an hour reading a book, and then I've got no time to spend any more time on it, and another day's gone. Knowledge without action has no value. Action without knowledge has amazing value, because you're going to get some sort of results and you're going to gain knowledge from it. So just get out there, get stuck in, get out of your comfort zone, do what it takes, and you can be a multimillionaire by the end of this year. Any questions?
Yes, please, Graham.
Okay, who have we got? Peter.
Yep. I'm in the position that I'm a We Share Abundance member and also a Vibe member.
Right.
I joined Vibe at the beginning, 8,100 prior to that. And I'm planning to pay for myself as a legend and my referral in as a 160 member, pro member. Mm-hmm. How does that affect me if I to join Success Blueprint?
It doesn't affect you at all. It means that you've already started in Vibe, and you have your position in there, and you will be earning some sort of income from Vibe. How much, we don't know at this stage.
And that's my problem, because I don't want to keep paying months after month at that rate.
Well, that is going to be a lot of people's problems, because some people are going to get involved at the beginning and they're going to say, okay, I'm paying out $260 or and then I'm paying out another $170. That's $420 a month, because I'm paying for my wife or my son or whoever it may be. And then they're looking at that 400 and they're saying, how much am I getting in? My income's only 200, so it's costing me 220 a month. That's not a good business proposition. I'm dropping out. And that's what's going to happen in a lot of cases. So my advice to you is to build your business through the Success Blueprint at $12.50 a month. that is affordable to you because you could have afforded to put in $400+ into Vibe directly. Get out there, build your business, get people in at $12.50 a month, build that 3927, and one of the people that you are going to introduce is going to be the person that you were going to pay in at that $160 level. So that's your first referral. Now, if they're not going to refer anybody, you've just made a little bit more work for yourself, because you've got to then get another 2 for you and 3 for that other person. So you've got to go out and get another 5 referrals. But get your own 3 first, and then work on that second level. Get that second level filled up, 9.
So
then work on that third level by getting those 9 to get their 3, 27. When you've got that, you will be paid into Vibe at that top level. It won't be anything out of your pocket. And you will also have that other person that you were paying into Vibe for $160, they will also have now got their 3 and 9. So you're working on them, their 9 to get their 27, to get that person paid into Vibe, not as at $160 and earning you $3 in the matrix, but at $250, earning you $5 in the matrix, and higher referral bonuses on those as well.
So for my bottom line is, if I can get 3927 into the success blueprint within the first month, I have nothing to worry about.
Correct.
Thank you.
And that applies to anybody, and it's something that anybody can do. You've just got to have the will to do it. And will is a very powerful word. We all have free will, free choice. We all have dynamic will. If you've read any personal development books, whether it's Tony Robbins or Alan, or people from centuries ago, spiritual leaders even, it's all about creating that will within yourself, just saying, I can, not I can't, or I won't, or I don't. I can, I will, and not I shall. That's in the future. It's now, present tense. I am doing it now. And if you do that and you instill that into the people that you are working with, your partners in business, they may be your partners in life as well. They may become your friends and things. Most of them will. Then you will achieve whatever you set out to do. But it does mean changing. You get whatever you want in life as soon as you deserve it. You've got to become the person that deserves what you want. And the only way you do that is by taking action in doing what that person would do, even though you now maybe don't have the experience, the knowledge, the skill set to do that. You've got to say, okay, I'm going to do it without the knowledge, the will, and the skill set, and everything else. I'm just going to do it, and everything else will start happening for you. Have we got anybody else with a question? Because if not, I'm going to let you all go. We've been on longer than I intended, and I've still got a lot of clearing up of other things to do from We Share Abundance, and I see I've got messages coming in from people there as well. Here we go. Andrea says, which site should I use to promote the blueprint? There's only one site that you can use, and that is WeShareAbundance.com. The main page is WeShareAbundance.com/Vibe, VYB. That would lead people eventually, and you can go to this page directly if you prefer, WeShareAbundance.com VYB1. Those basically are the only pages to promote. We will be adding in, we lost a lot of pages that were there, so that you can use different little teaser videos, but those are the 2 basic pages. Or you can simply get people to get onto the next video. I'm not quite sure. I was going to do one tomorrow, but I've still got a lot of work to do on tidying other things up and doing. So I think it's probably going to be Monday. We'll have another video Monday at what time are we doing this? We're doing morning. We'll do Monday at 4 p.m. and I'll get that up now, so you can get people directly onto that webinar if you want. You can bring them on, join with them, hold their hands while they're here. Saturday night at the movies, no. Anyway, you can do it any way you want. Do what is effective for you. Everybody will do it a little bit differently, but the basic thing is the same pattern. The ones that are successful in Vibe will be following that PS3 system. Pique their interest, share a video, get them on a 3-way call. And the reason you need to do that in Vibe is because you're going to get people in at $260. They've got to know exactly why, what they're getting for it, how they're going to get their money back, how they're going to make a profit. And it's going to be difficult for most people to break even on that $260 within a month. Some will do it, but a lot won't. If you're doing it through the Success Blueprint, you don't have that same issue, because to make $12.50, you get $3,927 in at $12.50. You're not making just your $12.50 back. You're making a huge profit. You're making over $300 from Vibe. You're making your fee for Vibe, $260. You're making another $30 or $40 from products that we're paying you into. You get $3,927 for $12.50, and you're making $600 or $700, in fact, and probably more in benefits as well. So it's a bit of a no-brainer, but it still needs doing. You still have to get rid of the excuses and get to work. Okay? God bless you all. No more questions in? Oh, when is the next presentation from Maureen? I just covered that. It'll be 4 p.m. on Monday, and I'll get that onto the Vibe 1 page of the website within the next hour. I hope. Within the next hour, I'll do it. Okay. Thanks, Maureen. God bless you all. I love you all. And let's make this thing work for everybody. There's no reason why everybody shouldn't make a fortune out of this. If you're looking for the easiest way, okay, you'll fall for all sorts of other things, passive income things here and there. They won't be around. They're not going to be there when you need them. Many of them will be rug pulls. You're going to lose money. $12.50, but put the work in. Okay, God bless. And I'll see you, if not before, on Monday, but I'll be here also at 7 p.m. tonight with general updates on We Share Abundance. God bless.